are the Zehen, who inherently you don't get momentum from because he revives, and a Wukong, who's a slippery target, and they're being buffed by the Seraphine. So unless BNK FEARX manage to find the lead and snowball,
then go into game number 2 with not the same draft up against a team like Gen.G.
That's the annoying thing as well about playing into Ashe Seraphine, is Ruler's flash is nearly up, but he just sent a hawk shot across the map and spotted Raptor. So if you wanted to gank while it was still down, he knows where you are. He obviously did just take Dragons, that was a giveaway too, but that extra vision gives so much safety to this bot lane.
The rotation's coming pretty quickly.
That might be a timing, actually.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for Duro's flash at the very least. The arrow is good. The Encore catches both, but that's going to be the end of the Seraphine end! Ruler goes down! Even with the sums burned, the quick rotation here from BNK works out.
2 seconds, because every time you do that, there is a tax that Gen.G will make you pay.
Yeah. Diablo goes in here. It looks like a good trade initially, but then we're going to have the cleanse come through, and Ruler is quite low. You know, Jovi's off the map, he doesn't have TP, and he's not going to spawn here for 8 seconds. So for a moment in time, BNK will have a 4v3, as we are going to have the engage coming on in. Ruler already getting cullinged out, as Keen's going to be the one that TP's down, but so comes the Scion. But Diablo's just getting knocked up forever, not really able to do anything. Clear doing a good job of zoning away the bottom lane here, but Keen is just such a menace as Vikla goes over the wall. They're able to take out Ruler. But I just don't think they have damage to take out Keen pretty much ever in this game. We'll have to wait and see, without Diablo at least. As Clear's gonna be knocked back. Chovy finally does get here. As Clear also very tanky in his own right. The knockup goes in onto Duro. And Zombie Scion's gonna try to finish that off. Don't think he'll be able to. Trying to get on top of Canyon actually, but eventually they use abilities and get away. Yeah, and for BNK, you're hoping and praying that it's Hextech Soul here. You need that extra damage. It allows you to get much better pick potential as well with your Ahri and your Lucian. A lot of burst on top of it all. Just feels like, I mean, it's often the best option, but especially here, they would love that. It is going to be Mountain Soul.
I think you're still going to have issues with lacking damage, but I think if you get it early enough, it can be a big boon that can help you win. And now Raptor might have stepped.
Yeah, you can see a bit baited into that one. The Grim Deliverance does come forward as Keen is trying to chase him down, is going to have the dash and the pullback, and that'll be the end of Raptor. Keen picks up a kill, and this Zahen, I mean, Keen was the guy in game 1. It looks like he's ramping up to be the guy.
You're shielding everyone. Every time Seraphine presses the buttons, it's just providing so much. If you can blow up Ruler, blow up Duro.
Trying to get on top of Canyon here. He is getting extremely low, but the Encore does come through. They're looking to turn it around with the Cyclone, but Raptor, he's not done yet. He flashes in, takes out Canyon, and now Duro in the front line just gets blown up by Clear. And another kill onto Ruler here as Zahen. Keen is really going to try to test that theory once again. As he's got that passive stacked up. Chovy as well doing a bunch of damage on the right side, but it's still a 4v2 as they're trying to take out Kellen, and he will be able to, but he does go into his passive. Chovy trying to take down Diablo, but Clear making space for him, but not against Keen. As a nice flash here from Diablo, but eventually buttons come back up, and he will be taken out, and they'll just have to back away.
This time he's gone just Rabadon second. Just big hat. Aurora does have a big hat, so thematically, making a lot of sense.
It fits.
But yeah, Gen.G this time still have flashes in the bot lane, a lot of safety there. They send down the Herald mid lane, setting up for the Dragon. Gonna be difficult for BNK FEARX to approach.
Vikla trying to get a flank TP here down to the bottom side of Gen.G. And they're utilizing Clear to take over control of the Banana Brush. This gives a decent position for BNK. It looks like they want to go maybe on a Canyon with the Ahri over the wall. We'll have to wait and see. The Charm is going to miss, and the Zahen's in the front line, and he is surviving as Raptor finally throws out his ult just to die immediately. And that means no smite here for BNK, and a Dragon fight win here for Gen.G.
So much value there from the, ooh, still looking, from the Seraphine ult.
Oh.
Still looking. Not finding anything though. Reserved with the summoner spells. You even saw in that last fight, Duro like waited till the last second, like, do I really want to flash? Am I really gonna use it?
Chovy, he thinks he can get away with the ult, but the flash on in from Raptor says no. That's a shutdown here for Vikla, currently 2-0-6. And ahead on gold. They're even gonna get the TP out of Keen as well. So
That's good value. You know, you
pretty huge.
get the TP out of Keen. Can they translate the kill into anything more? I'm not so sure, but getting the TP from Keen is something at least.
Looks like just gold for now. Certainly a good kill. They were about, you know, 4,500 gold behind. Now they're just 3,000, so trying to make it as close as possible. Arrow also going to go wide. Ruler just running straight at Diablo. Meanwhile, we do see Raptor just get blown up on the top side of this fight as Diablo now in a lot of trouble. He's being kited down himself. Kellen tries his hardest to keep him alive, but eventually it's just going to be the end of both of them as
That was
very split fight that Gen.G won both sides.
That was so close to Ruler going down. He fucked up the nervous Yumi emote. That's how I felt, watching his health bar in that situation. Raptor, unfortunately, was on a ward, so he just got instantly exploded. Didn't even get a chance to ultimate there. And the game, I think, slipping away from BNK FEARX being, you know, a hugely winning play for Gen.G, even if Ruler had gone down. But it's just that intense sort of fight between them, because the only way we lose is if someone gets charmed.
Yeah. That's a great call, I'd say. Diablo, on the other hand, not the best of calls, and he's going to get caught out. Grim Deliverance, huge value there on a 2 is what it's like. Yeah, that's a 3-0, all right. He's not the only one to predict 3-0 today as well. This one might be coming true, though, unlike yesterday. Canyon on the right side wanted to say hello and might just die for it. Is going to jump on in, and the Encore just going to run through, but not going to do quite enough. They're actually going to take out Keen as well. An overextension from Gen.G gets them out of position. And right after what they got on camera, coincidence, I think not.
All we did's fault. As soon as he showed up, he
didn't know he was that powerful.
Yeah. I think BNK FEARX were like, there's only 2 of them. We can just take the dragon.
And gonna flank.
Now they're like, guys, we need your help. We can't just take the dragon. We need supervision.
Duro with the steal. The boom boom.
If he gets this.
He's trying to channel his Canyon flag energy.
You know, I was hyping it up
that early, but he got the job done anyway. Ult on into Chovy, who's just trying to go invisible and use that to get away and do a bunch of bursts to Diablo, but it's not quite enough. And all of a sudden, I mean, BNK, they are fighters. They just fight back, they claw back at any opportunity.
Kills. It was used about 5 seconds earlier on Canyon, who died anyway.
We got a fight here on a Raptor. He most likely is just dead.
Yeah, it's because he's on the wrong side of the jungle, because this isn't where the Raptors are.
I think they need to get Ruler.
Okay, you could have just said yes.
They need to get Ruler. And if they can do that, then they can win a fight.
Okay, death cap secured, TP coming in. This is the moment for BNK FEARX.
This is the fight.
Oh,
Raptor just gets arrowed and...
never mind.
Yeah.
The moment's over. They missed it.
Well, he hits a charm onto Zahan. Does get his shield down. Diablo's like, oh god, I'm playing Lucian still. Clear is very low, although Canyon going to get charmed up, and he goes a bit too deep, and probably going to go down here first, but does have the GA, and so does Raptor. So trading GAs here. Diablo cutting it out, but he goes down, and so does Vikla. And so does this game. Gen.G going to take the fight in a very easy fashion, and they get the job done here in game number 2.
Well, as I was saying before, Brendan, the game was already over, right? And there was no moment. So your implication that perhaps BNK FEARX had a chance, ludicrous.
It's probably so smug again.
Oh, that's the worst.
But the thing is, he's not the only 3-0 predictor. There are dozens of us. You have to care about all of us. That's going to be the end of this Nexus. 2-0 to Gen.G. Kind of the expected result so far.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.